Hello, Commander.
3-minute stream delay. Yeah.
Yeah.
The timer says 5,
no.
4. So you guys ready?
You've got my POV?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Alright. 3, 2, 1, and you get alive.
Hey,
oh
we're
my
live.
goodness.
Let's go, baby. We're live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the DPL semifinals are going down today. We've got LCG going up against Global Breakout for you tonight. Just real quick, I'm Echo KO, and I'm joined by the man, the myth, the Giga Brain Chad himself. You can see right next to me, Melvin Man. What's going on?
Hello.
I'm hyped, man. Yesterday I was doing the partner showdown cast. That was a bit too casual for me. I'm not gonna lie, man. Everyone was messing around, doing their own thing. I'm down to get into some more competitive, DPL kind of stuff. So I'm
See,
hyped.
that's the fun thing. You gotta mix it up. You gotta have
That's true.
some people
That's true.
doing the Chad Giga Brain moves. Then you gotta have one guy that's like, sitting right next to the explosive door with a super shotty, waiting to see what happens.
Exactly. It's the balance. All about balance.
Very important.
That being said, though, if I'm not mistaken, Yakuza did win the earlier match, which some of the people already tuned into. So they will be moving on to the finals, which should be, I believe, tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right, bet. So that will be tomorrow, and then
Hosted
LCG
by
going
Mr. Benny Gold.
Yes, sir.
And Pion.
I think Pion, yeah.
Yeah.
So they can definitely look forward to seeing that. But for right now, it'll be LCG going up against Global Breakout, both competing for that spot in the finals. Just your usual best of 3. Gonna see who comes out on top. Got any predictions? Who you think's coming out on top today?
So, due to my earlier castings, I said I was a fanboy of Colin, who's on Breakout, but I know I heard he's not playing today.
Ooh.
So basically, I'm gonna say it's LCG. I think LCG just because after watching them kind of play, seeing Toxie and Lind play off each other really well. Lind just basically having any sort of long-range weapon, the mop kind of being the main one, even the saber sometimes that he held, it was almost a guaranteed pick, which would ultimately give them the edge on the rounds they played. And if he tagged them and had to pull back to reload, they would push him. Toxic was usually right there, ready to get that refrag and protect his teammate. I believe there was one round they played where they saved the mop. They let the round lose, and they saved the mop for Lind.
Oh.
And me and Boxy were saying that, well, that's going to go to Lind, obviously. That we'll see if the attacker's not stopping them picking that up is going to bite them in the ass, and it did. Lind, I believe, ended up getting a 3K with the mop, and it was him on any long range, just incredible.
Well, it's definitely going to be interesting to see. I got to say, I was pretty neutral coming into this. I didn't mind necessarily which one wins. And then I saw just that on the side of LCG, they have Cool and Flecken. And that just, my German brain got triggered. And now I'm just a fan of LCG and I need them to win.
So we both got LCG. So we're both rooting for LCG.
Both rooting for LCG. I mean, no bias, but LCG.
No bias.
LCG, you better win. Excuse me, I don't know what came over me there.
I got the house on this one, so you guys better.
Let's see here. We're still.
But I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's.
Oh yeah.
I think both teams are gonna. I mean, naturally, they're gonna give it their all. I don't think any team's gonna come in here and be like, "Oh, we're just gonna go at like a quarter capacity."
Yeah,
we don't
we'll
need to. Yeah, we don't need to go a full 100% here. But I'm really excited. For. I want it to go to the full. The full games. I would like it to, anyway, as a caster, you like those long back and forth games. Makes it fun, makes it exciting. But we're still waiting on them to gear up.
Get ready, the nerves, they gotta shake it off first. They gotta get ready for this. It's all on the line here. Everything's coming down. Everything's coming down to this, really. You get eliminated, you're done. You go home. You get to watch the other team instead compete for the finals. So pressure is going to be high. That's it was kind of nice yesterday. Oh, my bad. What were you gonna say?
No. I was gonna say something I do want to see from LCG is something I noticed last time. I believe it was Flecken or Pablo I believe it was Flecken, would always be this close range player. He would always have the shotguns. He would always have the super shotty. But anytime he grabbed it, he was either wall banged or grenaded.
Ooh.
So I really want to see some super shoddy plays come through this game. I really want to see that thing tear through. I remember one game he was holding very close. They were getting ready to push in, but he was sitting next to a barbed wire, and the attackers were like, "Oh, well, we've got a grenade. Let's just get rid of that barbed wire." And it landed right next to his feet. He couldn't push, and he just kind of stared at it like, then...
This is it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I get to see some super shoddy plays. That's something I haven't got to see in my casting. I know I've only cast like a couple, series, but I haven't seen the super shoddy really just go nuts.
Okay. I have to say I've gotten my fair share so far of just seeing people go absolutely crazy when like people just hiding in the bathroom on bank. Then they literally will wait like the entire minute until like all of the team is passed. Then you just hear the door open, you know it's over. You're about to cast like a 4K, and then you just hear the auto shot, and everyone's just dead on the enemy team. But that being said, this is actually going to be my first time casting for LCG or Global Breakout, so you're definitely going to have to give me kind of the rundown on what to expect on these members in their team. So
I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Are they?
I'm also seeing that Colin is playing, so I'm being
Yeah.
flagged as a traitor. So I guess the true Melvin has come out. I apologize. Sorta, not really. I'm sorry. Oh no, Colin, forgive me. I'll still buy him flowers if he aces. All right, I still will get him flowers if he aces.
The pressure's on now. You want those flowers, you better perform. That being said, I do believe they have just started, so let's see if we can load
Our first map seems to be Kill Dome.
Yep, there we go. All right. We are in, ladies and gentlemen. Operation Thrust Release. That sounds weird to say. I'm not going to say that again.
Wow, that is a name.
Okay, let's see here. We got LCG starting out on the attack, and Global Breakout will be setting up a defense to contend against them. Let's see what the game plan is so far. Okay, interesting arrow. They want to just kind of hop in through the window there, maybe? It's a little unorthodox.
Maybe go, unless they're wanting to go underneath to pit, but yeah, I think they're just trying to focus on maybe holding from that left side, like get up on the beach, drop down near that left side, and hold over. That's my guess, but
yeah.
There seems to be some concentration near this. It's a very long jungle, this one, but there seems to be a what's the word I'm looking for? Like concentration near the like entrance for their defender, both defender and attacker. So we could see some clash there, with a Molotov over near beach being prepped or. So I have to see what. Usually, you take a long-range person on beach, kind of get that overview of what's going on. So we'll see what happens if they fully commit to that jungle, or if they do that split jungle beach. Which I know if I'm playing, I usually want that jungle beach split.
Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and mute that because we've been listening to them long enough. Wow, it is really called Thrust Release. What the fuck? For whatever reason, I guess the game had already queued up because mine is not loading whatsoever, which is a real nightmare. But either way, looks like they're talking about, obviously, the obs position is going to be really crucial for this map. Getting into beach and then figuring out whether they want to push red either over by pit or push for that little jungle spot. Preferably, at least whenever I'm playing, you want to go for more of the pit beach split, so that way you can kind of turn it into a north versus south kind of match instead of this like west versus east. If you push west, the mob can still have a pretty decent line of sight. There's also that kind of catwalk area that you have to try and like traverse, which can be extremely difficult to try and do. So I apologize, we're just having a bit of a technical issue on our side, just trying to get everything set up. So we'll be back into the map here momentarily. But of course, as we do that, it looks like we're gonna have Argo sitting with the auto shotty, so he might be trying to, once he hears them potentially stacking up to try and push for this red, he might just open the door and then auto shotty the ever living Jesus at them. Of course, as I say that, it does look like they're going to be pushing for a standard base push, which is what you'd expect. Nothing too wild and crazy, albeit just yet. We're still loading in, so I apologize for kind of the ugly start that our matches seem to take, because for whatever reason, whenever I came back from having my game in sleep mode, the game was said, Yeah, you're not in just yet. Ooh, looks like the auto shot, he actually rotated into beach, got hard flash, and then was just annihilated. So not too surprising to say the least. Mop sitting in, it's sitting in pit, so a bit out of position, if you will, because if the Saber is able to see it, which it looks like the global breakout, the LCG guys were able to see, they could potentially just dive in on that. Now, with that being said, global breakout having a bit of a difficult time here with this push as they're really kind of splintered here. And oh my god, this jiggle is, I respect the jiggle. Holy cow, this man is just moving all over the dang place. But the defuse is going off. LCG starting to make their way here towards the bomb. Defense solid though from the last two global breakout players. Again, you got Toxic with that. Wait, that was X. X is on LCG now. Interesting. It might be the reason why he's unable to be the main roster coach for Boombo Crew. Shoutouts to, oh great, it's just straight up. All right, well, we're gonna close it and relaunch it again, but it does look like the attackers on LCG were able to take the W, and now it looks like Pablo's chasing down, I think that's because oh no, it's Plebdo Plebdo actually on the mop. EK not actually running that global breakout roster today. So first round in the bag here for LCG so far. Actually, the biggest upset that we have, as LCG, kind of the predicted underdogs. Global breakout, very well known, very big deal for their side. Getting a message here from Simber, who's probably going to tell me to get the fuck into the game, which is pretty fair. I'm trying my fastest dad, I swear. If you're in game, your stream broke. If you're in game, your stream broke too. No, not yet. Still reloading, just watching from the POV. Okay, it looks like my VODs Ninja also screwed up. Window. Oh god, the due process isn't even an option anymore. Do that. Goodbye. Close this, leave. I'll just close all of these. Click on the VOD Ninja. That. Okay, multiplayer. So we should see LCG Global Breakout. There it is. While that's running, share your screen. Select screen to share. Window. Where's due process? Due process isn't a freaking option. Excuse me? Okay, well, I guess we're going to just do the entire goddamn screen then. Okay, whatever. Okay. No audio source detected. That's fine. There doesn't need to be one. This, I now need to hide my... Why can't I see my mouse? There you are. Hide. Click. App. Okay, and we're good. Okay, there we go. And we're good. Alright, let me just confirm with Simber. You can see it now? Question mark. Alright. We should be good. Ancient Injustice is the map. Castor's talking about that fast turnaround into potential pill blocks, which is actually a very valid point. Render is going to look for it, but nope, not going to happen. Global Breakout Boys. Oh, Argo ready with the knack. Looks like they're going to slow walk towards the green door, so Render not actually going to get anything. Argo in position. It is going to be a red door green split from the looks of it. There's the breach. Argo going to insta that molly. No flash return, so that's a molly insta-pick, which is not the end of the world, but again, one of those things you gotta be aware of. Excuse me 1 second while I move the POV. There we go. Alrighty, excellent. So now that's out of the fucking way, and I am not disrupting the flow of the game. So here comes the push. Sorry for the confusion on both sides, but oh, that Molotov was huge. Actually, it splits the LCG boys up. Argo's still alive though in lockers. And he does get Pablo. That was a huge mistake from the LCG boys. Global Breakout now, in theory, should be able to hold this. Oh, yeah, they're going to be able to hold this for sure now with that huge pop-off by Argo. Absolutely huge. X is going to start to rotate, and he's going to try to get into a good position. He should see. Okay, there we go. Now, they should go shopping and find the clacker. It depends on whether or not... Okay, they are going to check the last body that they found. So, yeah, those guys going for it. Now, of course, I'm now going to be hella favoring Global Breakout, but that's just because our former coach X was on there. So, you got to show some love for the man. And that is going to be a tie-up for LCG Global Breakout. So LCG getting the initial pick on the assault round for that. It was a Kill Dome, Kill House, and now we're going to be going to our last map, which will probably either be a factory or bank, or a C-store. Survey says, well, if my game would ever choose to load, we'll find out what it says. But for now, the game's just going to go... oh, nothing. Okay. Ah, it's a bank. There she be. There she be. And it's going to be Obsidian Fang. One of the newer maps, which is always great to see. You love to see it. But it looks like, ooh, LCG going for, again, avoiding the more kind of standard entrance, going for this new, or going for a manager's push, which is, it's different. It's different than the normal strat. Oh, there's going to be a wall charge. Oh, baby. You love to see it. So a wall charge through manager, because they have not used a red so far. They didn't use one for Killdome. So that means they are going to be able to use a breach wall charge. Now, the issue, though, is the clacker situation, which I would assume our defending team will be using. The question is really, where is the clacker going to go? If it goes to manager, their entire push is going to be halted. And on top of that, the attacking team is going to have to figure out how they're going to rotate, because guess what, Buckaroo? There's a stairwell in the manager's office, so you can't easily like place it in a safe manner. I'm very curious. They have clacker. It's last round, so they should take it, but they don't. They didn't bring clacker. They brought flares. They brought flares, but they didn't bring clacker. Oh, Nani? What? Okay, that's an option, I guess. But I'm very surprised by this. I'm extremely surprised, because they could have used clacker. Argo's going to back off. Obviously going to be trying to play security. I love X's position behind the Christmas tree. You gotta love it. You gotta love this. You love to see it. You love to hear, recognize the play styles. But it does look like it is going to be a northern push. I would assume our defending team is going to realize... X is probably going to communicate to the team, hey, I don't hear anything yet. And that's going to probably signal them that something's going on manager. They probably heard the stepping. There's the rotate. Argo still stays security, but X is going to need to rotate if he wants to utilize the mop now. He will be able to hold, but this entrance is going to be tough. The LCG guys need to get in here, or else the defense is going to start getting stacked up. And yeah, you can see it. Their entire defensive team is now stacked on this one door. Where are the Molotovs? There should have been a push by now. We should have started to see a defensive movement, but no. Admiral actually finds Pleb. Argo does... oh my god. Argo destroys Lynn from downtown. X is in a bit of an odd spot here. Okay, Colin gets a good one. This LCG push is just slowed, halted, died, and stopped. Yeah, Jesus God. Oh, and here comes Toxic trying to get something. Does get Colin, but he doesn't get X. Yikes. That felt horribly mistimed. Horribly mistimed by the LCG guys. That they got in, they had the initiation, but then they just kind of waited. It's like they waited for a Molotov to come that never came. They were so terrified of a Molotov coming that it never happened. So the sides are going to switch. Global Breakout going to be now on the attacking side. LCG now on the defensive side. So we'll have to see what the plan's going to be. But right now, I'm kind of glad that my all-in on Global Breakout bet on the Twitch chat is working out. So glad to see. You love to see it. You love to see it. But a lot of people were favoring Global Breakout for this match. LCG has put in a lot of time, and they have been really showing up for a lot of matches. But it's Global Breakout. Global Breakout is the #1 team in due process right now. They are, team sponsored for a reason. They are a official recognized gaming group for a reason. You've got some serious hard hitters on there, Render, Plebdo, X, Argo, Colin. Monsters in their own right. Absolute monsters. Back on Global Breakout Killdome, as we are going to be seeing the players stacking up here momentarily. I am curious to see how Global Breakout plan to take this. Normally, you would see like a beach pit split. It looked like a lot of the entire team, based off the round we saw from LCG, they 5-manned onto beach, which isn't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. That's not to say like 5-manning onto beach is a bad thing, but the more standard is to split push pit beach. So if there's anyone sitting jungle, or as we saw when the Global Breakout guys were playing, they had Mop sitting on stairwell of pit jungle. So in theory, they could have caught out the Mop and then either saved it, used it, or tried to, at least catch a guy off guard. So very surprising to say the least. Now you can see it looks like the Global Breakout guys are already starting to kind of discuss how they want to play. I love the fact that you see some drawings, you see the flash utilization. Just I like seeing that. I like seeing that kind of communication. There's a smoke as well, just to try and protect them from the potential Mop, which is going to be sitting in that usual spot there in the obs. So very important, very good to see that, that level of expectations. Argo riding my chair. Broke. Dang. Sad face. Sad faces in the chat. Anyways, there's the kick. Legros and a Igmar, I think, are actually watching from this. Oh, look at this. Okay, so Argo and Colin calling out where Mop is, so that way the Saber can, absolutely annihilate Lind. And that's exactly what we were watching. Yeah, that was great. Oh, God. And now the Saber is reigning supreme inside base and jungle. Oh, boy, these LCG boys were not ready for this kind of commitment from the Saber. And they are paying for it dearly. Now, it does look like Admiral was able to get the Saber back, but it doesn't really matter because he's running for his life now, and X is ready to just gun him down. Oh, no, he jumped in pit to secure Mop. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. That pit jump, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, but like, dang. You gotta respect it. Oh, that's so heartbreaking because his only option was to either go for the pick or risk losing the Mop, and his only option was to lose the Mop. So he threw it away. It was strategic, but it was heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. Wow, these guys are absolutely digging. They have gone shopping. They got flares, Molotovs. Look at how little utilization was used on the defensive side. They brought flares just in case, which respect it. There's the Molotov. Oh, okay, now they're throwing the flares, because obviously defenders don't, or attackers don't really need them, but, still. Very big deal. Very, very big deal for those guys to be, have all that utility and just have it get wasted, but yikes. That's LCG Global Breakout 3-1, Global Breakout's favor here for the winter tournament. This is a best of 3, so don't count LCG out for the count just yet. But it's not going there very well. Now, we do have Factory C-Store Dome. So let me write that shit down real fast. Factory C-Store Dome for our last 3. Ancient Injustice is going to be our... Oh, yeah, they switched. So you guys saw this. But now we're going to be seeing it from a more top-down view. There is a little flagpole between lockers and brick house. And it does look like the LCG guys are trying to talk about a potential pick if they go for club. Now, Colin obviously is going to call that out. Pillbox is... Oh, yeah, look at this angles. Yeah, dude, they're reading this. They know some cheeky stuff might be going on. That's just kind of the problem when you're playing against such high-skilled players, both LCG and Global Breakout. Like, these guys have literally thousands of hours into the game. They know every nook and cranny of these quote-unquote RNG maps. They know exactly what to play. And that's kind of the thing that you really can't get from only playing casually like myself and some of the other guys. You can't know what the perfect angle for a pillbox peak is unless you have, the amount of time and dedication to this. These guys grinded. These guys are absolutely grinding. So it's great to see. Don't get me wrong, but dang. All right, so LCG, they're going to be running auto shotty for this one, so I'm curious to see where he's going to be sitting at. He might be sitting at the south side of club for pillbox support, but in a protective manner. You know what I mean? Like you'll have one guy that can watch from pillbox onto red door, and you can have auto shotty watching from behind bar to red door. But Auto Shoddy's going to be sitting... Where is our Auto Shoddy sitting? Auto Shoddy's going to be sitting lockers. So, right off the bat, going to be sitting in not the most risky spot in the world, but still in a pretty decent spot. Let's see how this Toxic peak goes, because these guys... Toxic could check them. And there's going to be respect, so... No, he's going to respect it. Oh, Toxic tried, but didn't really do that much. I know he had about half rendered, but that's you never want to half a guy and not even kill him. You know what I mean? Especially for how important a defender's life is. That's just rough. That's just really, really rough. And then Lin tried to do the exact same thing and died for it. Not good. Not a good start for LCG. Very, very rough. But that was kind of a great play, all things considered, by Global Breakout to kind of, I don't want to say expect it, but they did it in a way that allowed them to, you know, sorry, I'm kind of trying to watch Pip and do this at the same time, so. Argo going for a rotate, X and Pleb. Ooh, with great angle. Oh my god, these angles are just destruction. And I think that they should just, yeah, he needs to just save that auto shotty. There's no reason he should be going in on this. Colin's gonna find him, and oh my god, that man is dead. Auto shotty wasn't even fired, and so that's a free full auto shotty. I don't know if they're gonna want to use it for bank, but it's an option now. It's an option. Both Mop and auto shotty have now been lost on the defender side. So Dome is going to be painful to try and hold. You might as well count that as a given round, frankly. Unless LCG does something absolutely nutty here, they need to recover. These guys do not feel like they're on their grind right now. They just do not feel like they're on their grind. And there we go. So, 1-4 is the score. Yeah, Global Breakout just making this look like it's another day in the park. Which is rough because, man, it's one thing to be watching it and be like, oh, he just held an angle and clicked ahead. That's so easy, man. I could do that. Nah, man, it's not that easy. It's never that easy. If you've ever played an FPS game in all your life, you know it's not that easy. Doing some of the things that these guys do is just unbelievably difficult. So... it's great to see. Don't get me wrong. It's great to watch these guys, you know, do the things that they do. But again, it's Christmas. It's wonderful. It's festive. And it looks like Global Breakout prepping for their, I don't want to say their own style of pushing, which is to go through the front. Global Breakout love to go through front door, man. Colin type of tree. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. It's Christmas, baby. It's Christmas. Oh, which is great. It brings some flair into the world, you know? I love it, man. I love it. So, Colin talking about the tree. I pointed out the tree. Hopefully the casters talking about the tree. You know what? You know it got to be Christmas. But yeah, this is one thing Global Breakout, I don't want to say they're notorious for, but they're part of the group that kind of really started this, which is, you know, this sense of just always going for that main lobby, you know, just really bringing it to the table. And 15 seconds. There we go. All right, so players, you know, enjoying Christmas. We gotta mention it. You gotta mention it at least once, since it's the first time that they've gotten. Well, it's the second time that they technically got into it, but it is what it is. All right, and here we go. Setup phase. Yeah, a lot of close range weapons. Yeah, not a lot of options here for the LCG boys. It looks like they're gonna be playing for Vault, which I think is honestly their best move. In this case, vaulting off some guys. So this is the one time where I would actually agree with the idea of vaulting some guys off, because they don't have a lot of ranged weapons. They don't have a lot of power weapons, so they might as well try and go for these like really cheesy picks where, especially with the position of Vault, it's going to be difficult for them to, you know, if you get the button open very quickly, you're at risk of losing the vault immediately because of the position. Now, we did see that there is a wall charge that the Global Breakout guys plan to use. depending on how they want to come in, it looks like they want to come in through loans. To maybe try and wall charge from green doors, so they'll have line of sight on anyone trying to, cheese it. But it looks like the Global Breakout guys, they're set up in both securities and lobby. No issues whatsoever. At least 2 guys in vault. Remember that. 2 guys in vault and 3 guys outside of the site. So there's the flash, and no one's really getting a whole lot. Shots going through. Pablo's talk. Ooh, was that a grenade? I think that was a grenade. Oh my god, Argo just walks in and mag dumps Crunchy, and he almost got 2 for his trouble. Argo's trying to back away, but he doesn't have a lot of ammo, but he does manage to get a second for his trouble. There's the wall charge, and it's just an absolute dog pile here as the button gets opened. And now there's, oh my god, Pleb just headshot Pablo, and he didn't even give it a chance. Now, based off of where that grenade, that Molotov came, Pleb should know where Lind is sitting. And it's just going to be a matter of a peek. There's the bait, there's the mag dump, and does the team... Holy crap, that Molotov got 2. Okay, Molotov got 2, Clacker's still alive. Oh no, Saber died too. Saber technically died, but they'll be able to pick it up, no big deal. But bit of a waste. I think that was a bit of an overkill push. I mean, they'll be able to... Well, it doesn't matter because it's they swap, but bit of a waste. Lind kind of popped off there, but definitely died for no real reason. Definitely died for no real reason. And away it goes. 2 more for match point. This might be the fastest match that we see for today's match. Now, obviously, tomorrow when we have the 3rd round match, which I will actually be casting, at this rate, we're going to be seeing Gnome versus LCG. LCG is probably the better of the 2, but it happens. I mean... Yakuza versus Global Breakout, we kind of expect this to happen again. Yakuza actually gave Global Breakout a run for their money last time when they met in the first Winter Open. It was like 7-5 or something like that. It was extremely close. But this is kind of more what you would expect from a more casual team. So it is what it is. But Dauntless Dawn, it's going to be Factory, C-Store, and then Bank. So again, always Christmas, always loving it. And it looks like our players are already, or defending team, that being LCG, who's currently down 1-5 against Global Breakout, who will be attacking, who is currently up 4 rounds on them, which is, that's rough. I mean, to be fair, if the NBC was playing against them, it would be a 7-0 sweep. But that's just, it's such a bad mindset to start the season, or the round out with, It's just so difficult to get your head out of that funk, But Pleb going to be getting himself the Saber, so it looks like it's going to be potentially a green. I see 2. We see that they've already marked out 2. So the question then becomes, where's the other 3 going? Is it going to be storage, or is it going to be docks with a wall charge? I would think that it would be a docks wall charge. Again, that's kind of the standard play to do. It also guarantees that you also have... What was that? What the hell was that? Why were there gunshots? What was that? Anyways, okay, so there was a couple rounds that were fired off, but yeah, so we're gonna have Admiral in... Where is Admiral sitting? Admiral is sitting in green, so he's gonna be sitting office. I don't know if we have a wall charge just yet, but let's take a look here. Oh! Close red door. Okay, so very aggressive. Is it going to be a double red? No, not double red. It's still going to be green, but I think that red was just to try and pull the defenders closer towards the other side of the map so the other 3 could get in with relative ease. So it makes sense that this would be kind of the style that they want to play here. But it's a very awkward push. Grenade clears the barbed wire and server farm. And as this is going on, there's, again, the 2 sitting over here. So... it's a very, very odd spot to be in. Deep Flash gets at least Toxic. And yeah, they lose 1 for their troubles. Looks like they're on the entry side, on the other side of the red door. Lind was picked off by Colin. And Saber was dropped. Saber dropped by Toxic. So good shots there. Toxic with that tub. Just doing God's work. NVG is going to need to be utilized as the power does get hit. And we got ourselves a night map. Mop's in the best spot it can be. And oh, I was about to say Toxic might have actually been able to escape and go for a rotate, but no. Sadly, as he was trying to get through Argo, I think that he got refragged on by, who was that? Render. So, again, Render doing a great job of saving his buddy. Communication, I mean, just really showing up here for Global Breakout. They should go and find Saber. I would assume that that's what they're doing. Yeah, call and find Saber. They get the power on because, you know, why not? And 28 seconds left on the time. Oh, I appreciate that Render left the clacker outside. That's the kind of thing that you always want to do. Super important. But I don't know, man. It felt like they maybe should have just tried to consolidate. They wanted to stay Office, but then it almost seemed like the they played Office, they backed off from Office. I'm seeing there's going to be 3 shots inside the Mop here. So both Saber and Mop picked up. Rolling into C-Store here. So my guess is the Global Breakout guys on this match point, because it is now match point already, are going to be considering either a Teller's Rush to get Mop and Saber some power and space, or they might just save it for Dome and then just go for, again, Mop Saber. I don't know if they would actually try and run double, but as I've seen with when Ixzo is casting for the guys, if he's got Saber, he's gonna run Saber. That's just the end of it. Like, you always run your power weapon until you can't. The only problem is what happens when you start running into other players that can. You know what I mean? It's kind of a big deal. Brutus Intruder is gonna be the C-Store Amogus. That's pretty sus. That's pretty sus. That is pretty sus, baby. So, Brutus Intruder, and here we go. So, it's going to be a wall charge, but I don't know. It doesn't really give them the kind of space that they want, I think. Like, yeah, they're already talking about the feat of Amogus. And it's just not a good, I don't know, it's not going to be a good push. I don't think that the wall, like, they'll probably win it, but I don't like the idea of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like almost going Shed would be better, because then they could utilize the Saber watching Office and or Freezer, and then the Mop watching alternatively. But we'll see what the game plan is. Mop is going to be run on Render, so maybe they just, nope, Colin's going to take Saber. So, yeah, it's going to be a 3-2. This will be interesting. I'm very curious to see. Now, obviously, if they did wall charge, they would still have fridges available. Let's see what the plan is. Obviously, they're going to be spawning in from the eastern side of the map. Caster's talking about these lines of sights, and I want to draw the sus. I want to draw sus, but it's not worth it, because then I'll get yelled at by Simber. I'll get yelled at by Simber. And here we go. So, Pleb, do we have wall charge? Let's take a look. Yep, there it is. Render's got it. So, Render's got wall charge. They're going to be pushing for the wall charge, and we're going to have these guys pushing from south to north. Bunch of prepped utility. Here comes the clickety-clack of the wall charge, and maybe even the one into Arcade. You see how those guys are stacking up. It is going to be a red and a wall. There's one. Then there goes Render to go for the... Oh, God. There's the second. Here comes the flash. This is going to be a quick. That was a great Molotov. X just jumps in there, but the auto shotty. No, Toxic. Yeah, Toxic gets him with the auto shotty. Very aggressive, but definitely the right call. Another Molotov to try and slow down Argo. It's going to force him out. Grenade does nothing. And Global Breakout's been snuffed out of this push. Again, this just feels very... Oh, God. Toxic with the auto shotty. No, he got flashed at just the right time. Lynn does get Argo, but he's been hard flashed. That should allow Collins and Render in. The flash is worn off. Oh, and Pleb gets Pablo from inside storefront because of that Mop. Now, it's 2-on-3. Again, match point here for Global Breakout. Oh, and the Saber gets him, and that's game. Wow, that was fast. Let's switch it over to the casters and see what they have to say.
One will go into the hands of Global Breakout.
Wow. I thought Arcade was going to go completely different, and that it was going to favor LCG, the good mollies. What I can only assume Toxic saying in his voice chat, hold on, I have an idea, and then running into a flashbang, and then just, the face palms, everyone slapping their head at the same time, like, Oh no! Why would you push that? You had a good angle. I think the first time he was trying to get the barbed wire down, but then realized, oh, they're pushing in. Get the molly, cover me, and that worked. That actually worked. He did get the kill, and it worked. But then, I think whether he tried to do it again, or he just really thought they're all bunched up. I think I can get the auto kills that Melvin wants to see, and it just he just walked onto the flash. And it did not end the way it was not that, photo finish that they were hoping for that round.
Yeah, so he just he looked back at Lind. He's like, I'll be back. And he did not come back, though. He ran in and he did not come back. That flashbang popped, and probably he's just sitting there looking at his screen like, damn, that just happened.
Yeah. A very dominant global breakout, especially, like, as you were casting on that first kill dome round. Just walked into beach. They just walked in, kill. All right, defuse, and the last guy was like, "You're not getting the mop anyway." Jumps into pit, and it was just, it scared me because I thought if that dominance continues, this set's gonna be to global breakout, and that dominance, sure enough, just complete. It wasn't like, oh, check your corner. It was someone's here, bang, or someone's not there, keep going. Like just complete control for global breakout. A little hiccups, but quickly flattened out, and they just got it together and they just steamrolled through.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's gonna be tricky for LCG here. They I still believe. All right, they can come back from this. They just need to take a step back, be like, damn, okay, this didn't quite work out the way we wanted it to. We got to communicate a little better. We got to set up these plays a little bit better, and then kind of just refresh, man. Just refresh. You got another round. You've got 7 rounds to win here, but they have to win 7 as well. So you still in this thing. We took a L, but we don't take L's, so we're just gonna forget about that and take this thing home. So I'm definitely excited to see if LCG can make a bit of a comeback here, or if we're gonna see just an absolute global stomp, to say the least.
Yeah, I hope not. I've cleared my entire evening, so I hope not.
Maybe maybe we curse them. We gotta be like, global breakout's about it. They're gonna stomp them, man. There's no way global breakout loses this. Global breakout best, man. There's absolutely no way they lose. They're gonna stomp. There we go.
Yeah, but when that does happen, we're gonna get called like, oh, well, rigged,
biased, rigged. Listen, man, I'm trying to make it interesting. I'm trying to put on a show here. Come on, please.
Throw out the games. Run into a Molotov.
Yeah. Run off the map. Jump in the pit. Do something funny. Come on. Dance, monkey. Dance.
Oh, no.
We are waiting. Okay. Looking like... All right. Teams are back in their respective squads. So we're just going to go ahead and wait for them to jump back into the game here so we can get round 2 underway. Let's hear. In the meantime, though, I don't know, man. Lynn was how you feeling about Lynn, man? I feel like a bit of a disappointed father right now, man. You were hyping Lynn up, and
I have my signed Lynn poster, of him in that Speedo, and I was so happy. And then I saw that, and I just looked at it, just a single tear, man. Please. What happened? What happened, Lynn? You were the chosen. I trusted you, yeah. I loved you. But I think it was just some misplay. I know that happens sometimes where you're expecting one person, you're like, okay, maybe they're not, and then 2 more heads pop up, and you're like, what? And then like you just that a minuscule of doubt, which can get you killed. And most FPSs that happens.
Yeah.
And I think just nerves, what's on the line, and I just think nerves. I don't think he was playing bad. I just think Global Breakout just did things that they weren't expecting. I know we talked about that earlier. I think before the cast, we were like, you just got to do... maybe it wasn't with you, but I remember I was saying that, like, rat plays sometimes work because people don't expect that. So maybe they just weren't expecting certain plays. Oh, they're gonna go to the left, and then, like, 5 of them come out of the right. They're like, oh, correct, and then they're dead. Yeah. So, I'm hopeful. I think they're gonna bounce back. I think this was like the splash of water.
Yeah,
and
they're testing the water.
Yeah, we got this. We got this.
Yeah, they got their feet wet. Now they realized, like, oh, okay, these guys don't screw around. They're aggressive as hell. We got to be extra aggressive against these guys. Just run outside at this point. If your defense, just go out there, man. Just show no fear.
Yo, guys, what if we don't defend? What if we attack?
We attack.
But what about the UAV? No, don't worry about that.
No,
We
no,
got
no,
3
no.
seconds before that's a problem.
It just hit headshots and it won't even matter.
Yeah, it won't even matter.
Exactly. The
And
genius
everyone has to
level
have an
threats.
op, so...
Yeah. But definitely it's gonna be interesting to see. LCG, they got their feet wet, so they're realizing now they gotta step things up. So I'm excited to see how they respond. Still waiting for them to get into this damn lobby. Can y'all get started? I'm trying to cast here, bro. I'm not trying to just cast over the damn lobby screen, please.
But this is a good time to say. Go use the bathroom. Go get
Mm.
water. Stay
Mm.
hydrated, gamers.
I might take a
What are
sip
you
myself
doing?
real quick.
Yeah, I didn't get any because I saw the timer being 3 minutes. And Simber was like, hey, you got 10 seconds. I was like, no, we got 3 minutes. 3-minute delay. I'm like, oh, shit. Hey, welcome to the cast, guys. How's it going? So I have a quarter bottle of water just sitting behind me that I'm like, man.
So close, yet so far.
I know. Just I was like, I'm gonna go grab a drink. You have 10 seconds. I guess I will go. I guess I'll be dehydrated.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But overall, I gotta say, Global Breakout, man, they were definitely, they're showing, man, they not to mess with, man. Plebdo,
know.
especially with that saber bow, he's going pretty crazy. He's pretty cracked.
I think he was watching that with Lind, and he immediately knew, hey, he's gonna be dangerous on that long range. If I just practice my long range and can outduel him, which they did,
Yeah.
we can predominantly stop him from getting picks on us, because that mop is game-changing on attackers as one-shot headshot, or if you hit them in the chest, they live with like 20 health, which most guns will just 1 or 2 tap you and you're gone. So a very good gun at even just getting those the attacker health low enough, the defenders to be like, oh, I can swing that now because I know he's low. I know that Lind has hit him. But oh, hey,
There we go.
I can hit the spectate button. You know what that means.
Let's go.
Alrighty, it is showtime. So we'll go ahead, not even look at the player POVs, so that way the game doesn't crash out and we have to restart all that stuff. But LCG Global Breakout, LCG versus GB round 2. Oh, it's gonna be Killhouse Bank Factory, Dome, Seasore Killhouse, Killhouse Bank Factory. I already forgot the other 2. Damn it. Oh well. It is what it is. Ace Athena. That's a big old map right there. Oh, it's a chunky lad. Simber's probably sick of my shit already. Simber's so sick of my shit. Simber must be so sick of my shit. We won't move anything until we get into position, but yeah, like we big long map, big long angles, and a lot of different corners to hide in. Looks like we might be seeing a 5-man conga line from reception into kitchen into backstage into bar, but then they have to go up that bar stage. So I'm very curious to see what they plan to do here, as the bar is a giant like hook, which really doesn't make sense. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't make sense in the slightest to me. Like, why the hell is it so big? Why is the bar so big? Why is the bar so big? Anyways, nothing too crazy. It looks like we've got a black tar and a grenade on the LCG side. Nothing picked just yet. Looks like the casters are talking about the opportunity for a wall bang, or a wall charge, which, while that would work, that is stage, which means they'd still have to jump crouch, and then they wouldn't really have the coverage that they want. Nothing too special from the Global Breakout side, so it looks like it's not going to be per se an economy round, but they're not exactly playing hyper aggressive as you'd kind of expect from the Global Breakout team. So not the end of the world, not a big deal, and we're gonna have these guys rolling right into this Christmas map, and it's gonna be, well, it's gonna be five man through the middle, or through the bottom. Colin's in position to go for a really fat pick if he smells them. He hears them. He definitely knows they're there, but he hasn't made a move just yet. They're still slowly working their way north. And again, Colin's still there. He's still... I think they know he's there. They just can't get him. So Toxic trying... They could just throw their grenade and secure Colin for free. But I think so far they're trying to, like... Great flash to force X back. They have to know Colin's there. They have to know he's there. If they don't, they're going to die purely because of the disrespect of the check. Oh god, Colin is ready to go so hot. Yep, there's one. And there's two. Colin's still alive, mind you. Finally dies. Holy crap, that was such a great pick from Colin. Getting a double. Toxic finally puts him down. X wasn't really able to give him that much support. Weird flash, but it is what it is. And now we head to the northern side of the map as, well, it's Wallbang City. 3-on-4 with these just angles and corners galore. Shots. Argo completely annihilates Lin. Lin just not showing up for his team, and these guys are just, oh my god, Molotovs, wallbangs. Yeah, you're not coming in, son. Admiral trying to find a way to get to bomb, but at this point, they might as well just save the nade and back off. There's, ooh, okay, Admiral gets pleb. That's nice. And a couple wallbangs back, but it looks like there's going to be just time for saving as Toxic's going to start trying to set himself up. He's looking, and they might hear him in the barbed wire. Ooh! Admiral gets in. Defensive nade. Defuse. He tried, but the wallbang is too good, and that's going to signal the end of the game. Toxic finds one more. Render's going to try and stay alive. They're wallbanging each other, but sadly it's no luck. And boom goes the dynamite as, well, Global Breakout takes the first round in this best of three, or the first round of the second match of this best of three. And if they get 6 more, that's going to be game. And that will be the fastest semis we will have today. So, looking a bit spicy. Not looking that good here for the LCG team. They really need to find a way to get themselves, you know, get some sort of presence here. What do you mean, Kappa? I was giving Toxic a hard time in the Twitch chat. He was like, hey, we won a round. Don't be rude. And I was like, win 6 more. And he's like, what do you mean, Kappa? Taking it in stride. I appreciate that hustle, man. I appreciate that hustle from him. They're definitely putting in work. And again, they're going up against the #1 seeded team here for, you know, the entire tournament. So definitely going to be a tough round, to say the least. But Embers Racing is going to be the next map. And, well, it's a Christmassy map, which is always great. You gotta love your Christmas maps. So, definitely just trying to figure out what to do. And again, it's going to be on Ember Racing. Big old discussion going on about trying to get into lobby and then potentially wall charging. I like this idea because, again, this is one of those maps where it's really, like, with the button in the main lobby, utilizing wall charge in this situation is a great idea. It's definitely the kind of the good move to do. Because now they'll just be able to click it and then just, you know, steamroll, if you will, into accounting. Sorry, I'm just watching the previous round where we had Colin just sitting in that corner, just waiting for such a long time that he just didn't get known because actually the door was closed. So then peeked in, got 1, got 2, and yeah, absolutely just rolling. Oh, the door closed on him the wrong way. That's heartbreaking. Oh, he shut himself out on the door. That sucks. That really sucks. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. Here we go as we move on to the second map, or second round. Again, Operation Ember Embracing. Auto Shotty is the only power weapon here being used by Global Breakout. And with that being said, we've got the Saber here for LCG. So LCG going to try and make something happen with this push. I like the idea, though, of, again, that wall charge is going to be doing so much damage. Argo's in the corner, though. Argo in the corner. This could be real spicy, depending on how this goes. This could be real spicy. Okay, they're going to set it up. There's the breach. And here we go. Do they sniff out Argo? If X can cause some noise, they're going to focus on him. Oh, God. Lin doesn't know. That's 1 easy. The Molotov backs up, and now the entire team's stuck outside the door. Argo's going to immediately back up. I like this. He's just respecting... He's respecting the damage that has already been done. That was basically a freebie. X going to try and catch another. Pleb gets picked. No, they trade. So now Argo's going to be sitting in security. Oh, God. X with a great pick. Argo's going to try and find Toxic? Yes, he does. That's going to be another one. Admiral's in the wrong spot. Oh, God, that hurts. The entire team died before getting out of lobby. Oh, and now they've got Saber. They've got Wall Charge. Oh, God, they've got Wall Charge. Could they use it if they pick up Clacker? Is Clacker maybe nearby that they could... Yeah, they've got Clacker. Argo's got Clacker. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is turning into a catastrophe here. LCG is just not rallying. They need to rally here. Or, I mean, at least they got one or two on the board from last map. It's getting ugly, boys. It's getting mighty ugly. And I'm not liking how this is playing out for LCG. I'm not too surprised that a lot of the... audience kind of leaned in Global Breakout's favor. We've already talked about it, but I feel like they're playing at the Moonbow crew level of they all go in, and you saw how like they all turned to face the Molotov. No one checked that corner. That's like basic stuff that I forget to do, and that's why I'm a caster, because I'm not good like these guys are. That's basic stuff. That's real basic stuff. So Operation Short Jackal. It's not a long jackal. It's not a tall jackal. It's a short jackal. He's got, he's doing his best. He's got some Jordans. He's really smart too, so he's a great guy. But it almost looks like we're looking at an attacker loadout here. We've got Saber, Smoke, and Clacker on Argo. So it's not exactly the most ideal situation, because you know what that means? That means Mop's gonna get played here as well, and. Oh boy, Mop and Saber on Factory, and you have to push that? Yeah, their best move is to go for power, but that also means that that's exactly what GP is going to be looking at here. Oh, this is going to suck. Oh, man. I feel so bad for these guys. It's only going to get worse here. So let's see what they plan to do. 17 seconds to pick. It looks like they are going to go for breaches. It's going to be a red door. The question, though, is which one. If they go Dock, it can work. They might just need a conga line smoke chain themselves to get into cargo. Then it's just a matter of kind of dealing with the defenders as they come. Argo's gonna be sitting watching Dock, and that's the best you can do, really. Oh God, Mop and Saber watching server. Oh God, dude, oh man, he's gonna be spawn peeking through window. So here we go. Pleb is going to be watching. Oh, that's so dirty. Oh, no. Oh, that's zooming, and now they're stuck. Oh, God. Okay, there's the respect smoke, but that was way too late. That respect smoke is like one whole Lind's body away, and yeah, that hurts. That hurts to watch. Oh, God, he's doing it. He's doing it. Pleb's got what? One more shot? Yeah, he's got one more shot. He finally gets flashed away. And there's the red breach. They took so long to get there, though, man. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter, man. I mean, the entire eastern side is dead. It's a 2-1-5. Global Breakout is murdering children right now. Global Breakout. He just got wallbanged to death. What? Oh, God. Oh, God. Then all that's left was Toxic. That's painful. That's real. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, it was. Oh God, man, that hurts. I like the idea. Wait. Okay, I was about to say, does the UAV not see you through the smoke? That's kind of cool, though. That's actually kind of cool. So, 3-0, rolling into this next half here. Global Breakout is murdering children, and LCG are crying for mom right now. They are crying for mom, because now they have to deal... They're broken, man. LCG is absolutely broken and devastated, and this is looking like a wash. This is looking like a wash. I'd feel, man. I've been there. I've felt this. This hurts. This is gonna hurt. Global supremacy. Yikes. All right. Ace Athena is going to be the name of the game here. Again, we're going to be watching as these guys do their business and completely, well, global breakouts on attack. So let's see how they would prefer to attack. Real quick, I want to listen to how the casters reacted to that mop shot from server farm here.
Kind of getting that overview is you can kind of see LCG's kind of saying if we can get this dock door open, we have line of sight onto everything, which is true. But you can also get shot by everything. You can get shot by people on the walkway, on the left, from cargo hold, from office, the top of office right there, which they are concerned about. They do see that. Even down from the cargo.
Okay, there's still like 10 more seconds until the picks, but real quick, I think the biggest thing, I mean, you can see global breakouts push idea. They're gonna go reception, kitchen, backstage, probably up the stage and then to club. But here we go. Here's their reaction.
Shut one of them in.
Oh, there's a 10-second setup. God, sorry, I wanna see it and watch it again because I think I got that zoom in like just perfect. I'm sorry to, run it. You can skip ahead if you would like because the match is about to start and here we go.
Seeing centered on that right side on Surfer. Oh my!
What the hell?
There it goes. All right. Kill the traitor. I have no idea what pleb means by that, but it is what it is. Nothing cheesy or aggressive this time. There's no there is no mop, if you will, so don't really have to worry about that per se. And here we go. No one's sitting in reception. Don't have to really worry about that, but my oh my, it's already a gunfight through reception, so very, very quick and aggressive as always. Great barbed wire placement. Ironically enough, it's actually in a great spot. That's a flash, and that hit both of them. Wow. Pablo stays alive, but Toxic pays for his life. Pablo gets the refrag. Well done. They're going to just play through this barb. Another flash, and Pablo drops. But no, the floating barb is so good. Oh my god, I respect that. Now they... Oh, but they back off completely. No, that barb was such a great floating barb. Oh, then they should have saved it for stage. At least force them to utilize that grenade because now the grenade's going to get used on them when they try and push through backstage. Oh, God. Good defense so far. 4-4. Looking like it's attack favored slightly as Pablo's kind of wounded. Good. Wow, that's a pretty solid Molotov, actually. All things, credit where credit's due. That was a very solid Molotov. Threw it just deep. Admiral setting up for the rotate, but there goes X. So both of them kind of getting ready for this. Oh, that Molotov is going to be so huge because it forces the attackers into a bad spot. That's a grenade. Doesn't hit really anybody. And Argo trying to get something to happen here. But no! Chicken. Chicken all over the place. Oh, no. And now all that's left is our defensive man who's going for the fattest rotate of his life. They should have heard that. So they might know that he's at a red door. And oh, Admiral! Oh, this is so close, and Admiral clutches it! Whoo! Admiral going big for his team. That was the fattest rotate from all the way downtown. He went like through all of this to get the rotate. Holy crap, man. That man went through so many barbed wires, might as well call him an attacker. Great rotate, though, from Admiral to get it for his team. They definitely didn't expect him to be there, which was surprising because they got to the site and they're like, okay, well, there's only like so many spaces he can be. And we just cleared the entire one side of the map. So he's either behind us or on the other door. And then and then they picked him and died. So well done by Admiral to get that great flank. But here we go. Global breakout, Ember Racing. I do think that we're going to see a very similar kind of push idea, which is, entrance, hit the button, wall charge into accounting, and then clear out vault. But we'll have to see what else what the global breakout plan to do. Again, they're kind of notorious for going entrance, but that doesn't mean that they don't mind to go, through the vents on occasion. They're never afraid to go vents, and yeah, you can see it. Are they gonna go wall chart? Oh my God, what is this? What is this? Colin calling for the red charge into manager? What? Are you sure about that, son? Yeah, Render's like, no, you dingus. Let's not do that. Okay, there's the wall charge. All right. Admiral got himself a mop. It looks like these guys are already kind of talking about strats and plans. It looks like they want to try and use tellers as their bastion / anchor, which I agree, and I think that's the best move. You can either have Mop watching from Hall or sitting tellers. I think preferably I would like to have my Mop sitting Hall, because that way you can watch entrance and loans. Of course, then you run the risk of your counting being kind of naked. It does look like, yeah, they're talking about those blind spots when you push in from entrance, but that's why you got to use flashes and stuff. Mop is going to be the only option. There is no auto shotty here on the LCG side. Not the end of the world, but just kind of something to be aware of. And a very spaced out defender setup here. You got one guy security, which he can support, but he needs to back off, frankly. I think that having the guy security with a float barb for manager / that accounting wall would be pretty nice. Of course, you do also run the risk of potentially getting it clacked from the wall charge, so you've got to be careful. But here we go. There's the wall charge. Clickety clack. Love the timing for that one. And they do have the wall charge. We can see it in the POV of one of the guys from the front entrance. Oh my god, Toxic annihilates Argo. I don't know if he had shot that. I was looking at the main entrance, but completely denies him. Now Colin, in a bad situation. He's by himself here. Where's Mop? Mop is... Okay, well, X just annihilates Lin again. So Lin not even getting to play this game. Admirals is in a bad spot, though. He's trying to deal with Colin. But he now needs to get out of there because the entire attacking team is ready to try and find him, and he's trying to like close peek it. He does have all of Lone secure. There's only 3 attackers left, and oh boy, this is getting bad. This is getting really bad here for Global Breakout. There's the wall charge, so Pablo's gotta be careful. Great Molotov, but they're just chasing. Oh my god, Pleb just chases him down. Vault is now open. Toxic needs to get in. Okay, he slips in without getting detected. And, oh my god, he just gets in there. They're going to start the defuse. All that's left here is our last boy Chicken. He's got Allegros and a Dream, but nope, X is going to find him and X is going to give it to you. Wow, okay. It was going well when they got the guys in vents, but then they didn't really expect the wall charge, which is weird because they were just talking about the wall charge being an option, you know what I mean? So... very surprised by that. Very, very surprised. 30 seconds left here on the clock, so they're just going to kind of go shopping. So, not much else for the Global Breakout guys to do besides just kind of do some defuse in here. Render, you're going to defuse. He's going to... Oh, he's at 99. All right. There we go. And there you go. Global Breakout, again, kind of starting their steamroll. They finally got the momentum that I think they were looking for. And now with Mop, Clacker, and a bunch of defender weapons, they're going to be doing a pretty good job of just kind of rolling in here and doing whatever the hell they want to do. Because there is no one and nothing that can stop them at this point. Kind of upset by that the casters didn't really pop off on that Mop. That was a big deal. That was a really big deal that they got that first shot, man. Alright, so Dome, C-Store, Kill House. Alrighty. Dome, C-Store, Kill House. I'm thinking we're going to get to see at least Dome, but we'll see how we do. Hippopato monstro sepiquidopedialophobia is the fear of long words, which is pretty mean, honestly. Alrighty, so get the mouse out of the way, and well, it's short shackle. Maps rotated. So, how are these guys gonna handle this one? Well, that's a good question because I think LCG's best option now that they've lost a Mop is to try and sit auto shotty, and maybe just play around cargo. There's no law that says that they have to play boiler. They can throw flares up on the walk. They throw 4 flares on 2 on the walkway and 2 on the dock, and then just play around that. There's no law that says you have to defend every part of the map, but it does look like the Global Breakout team is prepping to go for a power play. They do intend to go for something like this, so it's gonna be, potentially a power play. And that can be a big deal. That can obviously be a very big deal here, as that will give them the ability to, well, obviously see in the dark and everything like that. But you know what I mean? Like, it looks like they're going to be defending for it. So, yeah, LCG's bomb. They're going to be playing, like, the power is bomb. All right, and here we go. No disrespectful snipe. It does look like the Global Breakout boys are playing for it, though. No respectful smoke. So a disrespectful peek. And, well, they're just making their way in. No one's resisting. They really are playing power like it's bomb. They really are playing power like it's bomb. I'm very surprised by this, but at the same time, hey, if it works, there's no law that says it can't. And, hey, they got colon, so far, so good. So far, so good. Red's now been, or door's been opened. And, well, now Pleb and, oh god, they're starting to fall apart. Okay, now the crushing reality is starting to set in. But with that being said, it's still 3v3. It's not over just yet. Very curious to see what that Saber was aiming at. Great. Oh my god, Chicken had to have heard the Render stomping through that door to get that kick. And now it's a fight. Saber and Mop are back inside Docks, excuse me. And that could give them, if they can catch this would be huge. Toxic just needs to jump in and do some spider monkey stuff. Get him. Oh my god, this is so patient here from LCG. Not pulling the trigger just yet. They're letting Pleb get super close. Lind has to hear him. Oh, he did, but he didn't get him. That sucks. Argo now. It's up to Argo. Can he see Toxic? Oh, no. Toxic secures. Holy cow, they did it! A bunch of 1v1 trades, but they end up managing to get it. And, yeah, Argo was talking about how he was expecting them to be behind one of the desks. But no, he was actually a lot closer and ended up securing. So now they want it. He goes for Saber? Wow. Oh, it's because it's the end of the round. That's why. Okay. I'm just being dumb. I forgot the count. I was like, why is he pushing in? They can get both Mop and Saber. But no. 4-2. LCG not out just yet. Echo doesn't feel so good. I guess there's a connection issue with Echo and Melvin. But hey, it's not my problem. XD. Oh boy, oh boy. Alrighty, and here we are on Tide Trigger, excuse me. Tide Turner, I'm so much TF2 demo man. TF2 demo man. So, as we had talked about this on the previous match, castle is a really important part of this map. As if there's a castle with a castle, or a kill dome, excuse me, with a castle, the castle kind of acts as the observation point. It can be so powerful and yet so devalued if the defenders don't utilize it. Because then you have these absolutely nutty lines of sight where they can the attackers can just roll, man. They have all of base and jungle line of sight, and you have such few hidey spots that, if not respected, it can be really dangerous. But we'll have to see. LCG got themselves a Mop again. They got some flares, so they're kind of expecting for a power play. And based off of, take a look at this. So X and Render got the Clacker flash wall charge combo, door charge combo. Excuse me. So they are going to be going for castle, which is what you'd expect. Toxic still going to have to place that barb in pit just in case, because you never really know. And Mop is going to be sitting top or northwest in jungle, so not going to be playing castle, which is interesting because normally speaking, you would usually have Mop there to have line of sight over beach, but it's not the end of the world if you don't. It really isn't. So looks like we're going to have our players kind of stacking up here. Going to be going for that 3-2 split. And there's the breach. Lind is going to go ahead and back off. Frankly, I think that's the best move for Lind. There's no reason that he should, have to push in like that or try and hold an angle that he can't play. But now oh god, this is like a north versus south. This really looks like a north versus south kind of game. This is very weird, especially since, oh, Mop does hit X, but it's not a body, it's a body shot, not a headshot. Doesn't kill him. Mop getting shots off like nuts now. Hello. Admiral getting the Mop, getting some work done. Pleb finally gets him though. Toxic in a pretty good spot to maybe pick Argo if he opens this door quietly and they hear him. Oh my god, Argo actually just like SEAL Team 6 his way on the bomb site. That is insane. Argo's gonna now rotate and catch Lind. Yes, he does. Argo's winning this for his team. Argo is absolutely dominating this round here. There is Molotovs everywhere, but it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter when one man just took out like your entire team. Defuse is going to go off. There's only 2 players that can really do anything. One of them dies immediately on green. The other one trying to wallbang and gets him through the ladders. But the Saber says, how about you don't? And just like that, we are now on a 5-2 with Global Breakout continuing to dominate, albeit at a pretty steep cost for that kill dome. they're going shopping. You gotta love it when they go shopping, because I mean it's the one thing you gotta do when that's the one thing you gotta do if you're gonna have a round like that. Get the clacker, maybe get a molly. Oh, they pick up Mop with, it looks like 3 shots still in it. So Mop and Saber once again in the hands of Global Breakout. Man, these guys are just having a field day with this equipment. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But with that, we're gonna be going on to C-Store. So right now, depending on the outcome of this, the last map is going to be Kill House, which doesn't really favor the Mop or the Saber, but we are going on to C-Store, which, again, depending on how Global Breakout wants to handle this, since they're on attack, does. It will decide the real outcome for that. So, very excited to see how this will play out. We'll have to see what they decide to do. I would love to see a Tellers push, because then, again, you get to watch. Oh, mama. Yeah, this screams Tellers push. This just screams Teller's push, and I'm not even going to bother to try and move the camera anywhere else because this is such a tiny freaking map. It's hilarious how small this map is. It's absolutely hilarious compared to like other maps that we've seen, like Kill House or even Dome. I'm like, oh my god, Dome is like, this is like the size of jungle basically. Now it looks like they're trying to play against the idea of arcade being pushed, which it's an idea, but really, I think the preference is gonna be bathroom Tellers. I really think they're gonna. Oh no, they're gonna wall charge. Okay, so they're gonna wall charge, and then what's the game plan here? It looks like there's a couple questions. There's some questions from the casters talking about that window spot, but I think the teller option, the teller location, or the teller change drawer spot. I don't know. It's not the end of the world because, again, you still have that door that you can also swing. So, okay, there we go. That's a much better wall charge. I do agree with wherever that wall charge is going. You'll be able to utilize Saber to watch the entirety of Storefront, and then Mop can watch Office much more comfortably. Smart Snarms. Oh, shout out to Snarms. All right, and Toxic, Pablo, no auto shotty. So they might be saving auto shotty for kill. Well, they're obviously saving auto shotty for Kill House because they're not preferring to utilize it. Wall charge is in the hands of Whomstov. Is in the hands. Oh wow, they just rushed and got that door open. No respectful smoke, and I don't believe we see any sort of. There should be a wall charge sitting here somewhere. Oh, they got that door open. Holy cow, that was clean. Okay. All right, here comes the wall charge. It might actually it does get the barbed wire. That's kind of cool. Toxic gonna try his best. Grenade to try and clear out the backup bomb, but doesn't really catch anything. And now you got 4 people stacked up. They gotta push in. They do finally. Power is an option, but I don't think they're gonna try and go for it. And you got these like this really weird fight of Toxic could probably get double flashed. Oh! X gets picked by Admiral on the rotate. Global Breakout's just done. What the hell happened? What the hell happened? They tried to like push in to like secure and it just didn't do anything. Wow, okay, let's go. LCG showing some life now. Starting to get a couple more on the board here. That's what happens when you send 5 men through one door and then or 4, excuse me, and then you don't really do anything. You know, Global Breakout are still human, and the fact that they were slow with it. They were extremely slow with that push. They're notorious for being aggressive. And again, talking about map size comparison, like look how chunky this map is comparatively. Ultra Athena. Like, comparatively to what we just saw. It's night and day, man. It's night and day. Anyways. Global Breakout 5, LCG 3. Still got a lot of catching up to do here on the LCG side, but very curious to see. Excuse me, it's late. Oh, okay. Lynn talking about maybe a Legros or an Igmar pick. Because, again, I don't believe that they have Mop. So, Auto Shoddy is definitely an option for them here. I would think that it would be good for them to have the Auto Shoddy. Oh, God, it's a bit of an ugly choice here. Because either you can defend the West or you can defend the East. You can't really defend both. Not comfortably, at least. And the only real option for them then is to try and have Auto Shoddy maybe sit, excuse me, in like the rotation of club or backstage to club, because then at least you know he can sit in a pretty comfortable spot, and then it's really just a matter of trying to defend and wallbang through brick house and backstage, because all of those walls are soft. And it looks like they want to have one guy have line of sight between kitchen and lockers. The problem is the lockers are literally in the way. So I'm very curious. Saber was picked up by Admiral. So it's going to be Saber Auto Shoddy versus Mop. Interesting little kind of switch up here. You've got the attackers with the Mop and the defenders with the Saber. So an interesting little trick here. Switch of the sides. So let's see what they plan to do. There's the red breach, and that's gonna pull the entire team. Pleb. Oh. Pleb's trying to get something to happen with, or Admiral's trying to get something to happen with that Saber. Argo pushes in and gets 2 for his trouble. He manages to stay alive, and the Auto Shoddy doesn't actually get him, but Pablo does. Auto Shoddy trying to get into a good spot. Love that bar placement. That is fantastic. X on the rotate, trying to find maybe Admirals who was peeking, but no. Things have settled down now. It's 4 on 3. Oh my god, that wall bang actually kind of nicked Render a little bit. And Admiral's in a great spot. He just needs to hold this angle. Bar gets cleared. Auto Shoddy gets into place. And Auto Shoddy gets nothing for his trouble, which is a shame because of how, well-timed that really was. But now it's a 4 on 2. And it's not looking pretty. Oh, great flash. Did that catch him? It didn't? No, it didn't. Pablo's going to get 1, but Render's got to get into a good position. But no, he gets mincemeated by the Auto Shoddy. And that actually started out really well. I think a knack or something, on that wall would have been great to see, though, from LCG. It would have been really good to see. Yeah, there's some discussions going on inside the chat about getting the game popular, but right now the biggest issue is when you kill someone, you usually. Oh my god, the Argus bus has antlers. I just noticed that. Oh my god, that's adorable. I just noticed Argus bus has antlers. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love it so much. Argus bus has antlers. That's adorable. Anyways, I was about to say, interesting wall charge idea. It could work LCG. It would definitely guarantee them a different play because as long as they're able to protect against a mop and castle, it could work. The only real risk, and again, this is match point for them, so if they win this and they do use the wall charge, they're going to have to go into a C store with only one charge and then go to a kill house with one charge, assuming that they don't use the other one, and survive. So a lot at stake here for LCG, but that's just to get on the board for their fourth map, or fourth point. Global Breakout, match point, currently up a set on LCG. If they win this, they 2-0 them, and it's going to be a complete sweep, and they will be moving on to the finals against Yakuza. If they lose, then, well, if by some miracle LCG ties, because at this point, the best they can aim for is a tie, then we would be going on to a round 3. I don't think that's happening, though. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, do or die time for LCG. It is going to be a flash. It is going to be a smock. And there is no mop, but there is an auto shotty on Argo. So, one of them is probably going to be watching this door. And I think the idea for Argo is going to be as soon as he realizes that... Now, there are no flares. No flares were taken here by the Global Breakout team that we saw. So they're gonna see them kind of stacking up. It looks like it's almost like a bait for power, which is interesting because, yeah, look at this, it's working. Look at this bait. Oh my god, it's working. Linda's able to get in. Here comes the door charge, or the wall charge. Argo's, oh god, Argo's in such a great position though. Argo's in such a great position with this auto shotty. Oh god, here comes Argo. Gets one. He doesn't get a second, but that's fine because they've stalled this, and now the ranged players are in position. Pleb gets another one. Colin trying to play some D-Day stuff here. Oh god, this push is falling and failing. There's one man left, and oh god, Argo's chasing him with the auto shotty on Beach, and that is the game. Global Breakout takes it to LCG 7-1. Let's listen in to see what the casters have to say.
Like one of those like pig heads sent to my door, and it's just gonna have traitor on it, and I'm gonna be like, I know who this is from. Don't worry.
Yeah,
about
they're
it.
gonna slash your tires, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh man, just I thought when they blew open that, I'm like, okay, Toxic, Argo's right there with the auto, and they're gonna get him when he peaks, and he peaked, and they did not get him at all. And that, when I saw that, I was like, oh no, this isn't gonna happen, right? Then they picked another person. I'm like, oh no, it's happening. Oh
Yeah.
no, it's happening. I think I'd like to say it. I know it's not like custom or anything, but like I think, in my eyes, I think like a player of the game is definitely Argo.
Oh, yeah, come on.
I would
That
like to
goes
say
without
that
saying,
Argo 100% controlled the game.
Yeah.
From start to finish. If he died, that did dictate how LCG went about being aggressive. They knew that aggressiveness was gone. We can counter that. If Argo was up, they knew to be careful. Where we saw in that bank map where he got picked immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. If Argo wasn't the playmaker, he was the enabler. Because it's like, even if he goes down, right? We saw, for example, on the Kill House map, he runs in with the shotgun. Boom, gets one. Boom, gets two. Goes down. Not only did he make a play, but it's a 4-on-3 now. Or even when he goes down instantly as the first man, he's still getting tons of damage out there, allowing the rest of his team to just pick up the scraps. They're like, oh, is that an Argus Enforcer with 5 HP? Okay, see ya. You're gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
Later. Easy round. Thank you very much, Argo. And yeah, absolutely. It goes without saying, Argo was there where he needed to be. He was doing crazy plays. I do want to shout out Colin, though, as well, man. Colin, he a sneaky boy. He a sneaky boy. Especially that, I don't think anyone's gonna forget the round on Kill House anytime soon, where he literally tanks a shotgun shell and does not move. My man was shot in the chest, and he's like, it happens.
I think I can still make a play out of this.
Yeah, I can still make something happen.
I can work with this.
I can work with this. Doesn't get caught on the door afterwards, unfortunately, but gets the 2K, and then we just see that it's like that just put absolute fear in LCG. Like, these guys are crazy. They will do whatever it takes to win, and they did whatever it takes, and they were able to take this thing home and move on to the finals.
Yeah, seeing both of.
And there you go. From